Fellas, AC here. Welcome to another review. I'm going to call this the find of 2019. This is an exclusive review and boy am I proud. I've done a few good exclusive reviews. This one is amazing. Armaf Legesi. It opens like a gas lighter. Legacy spelled the wrong sort of way with an S. Armaf have a thing about presentations, don't they? Look at them. But anyways, if you forget the quirky presentation and the minor discomfort of how to apply this if you're a right-handed person, look, this is what you have to do. Hold this one with one of your fingers, index finger, and spray it. So if you forget that, if you forgive that, this fragrance is an absolute blockbuster. As I said, I'm going to call this the discovery of 2019. It's one of the most impressive fragrances I've discovered so far this year. So this is compared to Chanel Egoist Platinum or Platinum Egoist. I have only smelled that in passing in stores, but I can remember a little bit because I know that that's a lavender sandalwood based fragrance. Excuse me. So is this. So this one, when you first spray, this smells a little bit dated, like the green fougères of the 80s would have. So it's got a bit of lavender, but also has this amazingly musty smell that goes away. Within 5 minutes, it'll go away. So this is opening is lavender, excuse me, and a little bit of spices. The prominent one that I can get, and because I'm so aware of that, is rosemary. Rosemary has this herbal waxy smell, but this doesn't have the herbal smell. It has this waxiness, and it's got this green note, which is basically galbanum. Galbanum has this green, bitter, sort of aromatic, floral type of a smell. So galbanum, lavender. Lavender is slightly soapy, but you can smell lavender, and rosemary. There's also petitgrain hiding somewhere. That's what makes this fragrance slightly soapy. So it's like a green fougère, soapy fougère with this waxy undertone. Yeah. So you might think when you first spray, what's the big deal? The big deal is when this fragrance dries down in about 45 minutes to 1 hour. It becomes beautiful and it continues to become amazing. All right. So from memory, because the opening spray is taking over my dry down. So when the fragrance progresses, it loses its herbalness, the soapiness comes up, and so does this waxy lipstickiness. So, and what augments that is this beautiful ambergris. They've used ambergris in the base, and that ambergris combined with soapy lipstickiness is what really did it for me. Why? Because if you remember, about a year ago I reviewed this. I'm running very low. This is one of my staple soapy summer office scents, Prada Amber. This is basically saffron, vanilla, soapy vanilla, and just smells amazingly beautiful. Slightly oily, very fresh, very soapy. This fragrance is exactly like that, but imagine you've added a little bit of greenness through galbanum and a little bit of lavender. And that greenness fades away, the soapiness, lipstickiness stays, lipstickiness is a little bit more. And in the late dry down, there's this amazing sandalwood, synthetic, soft sandalwood, slightly creamy but very aromatic. This fragrance becomes more and more aromatic, airy and dry as it dries down. And the late dry down has this beautiful synthetic sandalwood, which I have smelled recently in Bleu de Chanel Parfum. What a beautiful fragrance this is, you know, and I'm so delighted that I'm doing the YouTube exclusive review. I want to bring fragrances which are amazing, not talked about, and which suit a budget. This one is amazing, guys. So that's the scent. Now the pros and cons. Number one pro, such a versatile office scent. It smells, like an improved, more interesting version of Prada Amber. Because as I said, the notes, the lavender, the galbanum, the sandalwood is just a different aspect to this fragrance. So that's the number one. It's very interesting, very versatile office scent. Okay, but don't stop there. if you live in a hot country, this could be a beautiful evening time date night scent, because this is so beautiful. It smells so amazing. It's really sexy, you know. And such fragrances get you a lot of compliment. That's the second part of it. I haven't gotten enough, but I've only had this for about 2 or 3 weeks. And to me, it's so modern, so beautifully done, right? Yeah, so you will definitely get compliments. And if you wear this to a date, you will give off that impression of being someone classy and interesting, because this fragrance is very interesting. So third one is the value for money. You know, this bottle cost me £23 in the UK, 100 ml. And the scent is anything but a £23 scent. It smells like a high-end niche or high-end designer like Chanel's. It has that Chanel sort of feel and look to it. Number 4 is the stupendous performance. You'll get about 3 to 4 hours of projection. First hour, 1.5 hours, it projects a lot. Then it comes about 1 arm's length, and then half an arm's length. So 3 to 4 hours of projection. Longevity is probably 14 hours, 12 to 14 hours. The kind of sprays I wear 2 or 3 under my shirt. The sillage is so good. When you move, you smell it. And the late dry down that I talk about, the dry sandalwood, the ambergris, and the lipsticky note, the lavender, is just absolutely fantastic. Very, very stylish, very modern. Perfect for any occasion, really. So those are the 4 upsides, if you like, yeah? In terms of downsides, well, the initial opening is like the 80s fougères. Lavender heavy, slightly green, and slightly herbal because of that rosemary. But trust me, guys, it goes away in about 45 minutes. That's the only downside I can think of. The other one could be that everybody thinks Armaf makes synthetic fragrances. This is synthetic, but doesn't, to my nose, doesn't smell synthetic, right? So that can be that bias, you know, Armaf. So, you know, why bother? Trust me, guys, these Middle Eastern houses, they're churning out one good fragrance after the other. You know, the kind of fragrance they've made, Armaf. I honestly, my first impression was that this sort of fragrance is beyond Armaf. They've really, really made a fantastic, highly wearable, highly likable, non-synthetic smelling fragrance for very little money, right? So that could be the downside. Some people just, you know, oh, it's an Armaf. No, trust me. For the £23, you'll not get a better fragrance. So, age groups. You know, this is, I think, anybody's fragrance. The fragrance doesn't wear you. So as long as you can cope with the opening of lavender, because lavender automatically, and that fougere type feel, automatically gravitates the fragrance towards mature age groups, you might want to give it a pass. But trust me, stick with the fragrance and the dry down will change your mind, like it did for me. Well, I was impressed anyways. So age groups, I would say 20 plus, very professional smelling. So ideal for summer, office wear. I've tried this in slightly cooler weather. A few days ago, Britain was in the grip of cold wave, you know, 10 degrees, 9 degrees. I've tried it then. It smells amazing. Today it was about 23. It smells amazing. So it's a versatile, highly wearable fragrance. In terms of weather, I think it's a summer work time scent, but it smells equally well in cold weather. Marks out of 10, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. Such fragrances are very rare. So little money, smells so wonderful, made so beautifully, and a compliment magnet for sure. And if you wear this to office, you will not regret it. Fantastic office scent, especially if you live in a hot country. 8 out of 10. Hopefully, this review was helpful to you. Take care, boys. Bye-bye.